60 Minutes Rewind.
Only two types of people really oppose pornography. People that either don't know what they're talking about or the ones who don't know what they're missing. Hustler is nothing more than a mirror that reflects the private fantasies of the individual readers. What we tend to forget is that the newsstand is the poor man's art museum. The rich and the privileged have the erotic art museums. And Hustler really appeals to blue-collar America. It's as commonplace in America as apple pie.
You say that, and you make a very convincing case, but in fact, aren't you really just trying to put a gloss on what is a very tacky business?
Not necessarily. Look, Moses freed the Jews, Lincoln freed the slaves. And Larry Flynt with Hustler magazine would like to free a lot of neurotics. Besides, I think a copy of Hustler magazine is a lot cheaper than a psychoanalyst anyway.
You really believe that?
I believe it.
I mean, it's not the justification of a rich man for what he does.
Not really, because I think the sooner we bring pornography out in the open, the sooner people are going to see it for what it really is, and there's nothing more boring. And repression just makes it popular.
And Larry Flynt, a rich fellow?
Well, now, if you were talking to the publisher of the New York Times, you wouldn't necessarily be talking about how much money he makes or how rich he is.
In this debate going on right now, obscenity in the law, what's obscene, what's not obscene, a lot of people feel caught in the middle because, well, on the one hand, they're appalled by pornography. They do believe in freedom of speech, freedom to publish, and they don't want to come to the aid of a Larry Flynt.
I understand this perfectly well, but there's no such thing as being a little bit pregnant. And let's face it, a lot of the individual liberties that we gain by the very liberal Warren Court have been placed in jeopardy by the conservative Supreme Court that we now have. Their recent rulings involving the First Amendment have literally sown dragon's teeth in the fertile soil of the First Amendment. And we have to do something about it. Freedom is not always recognizable. It's not just limited to 60 Minutes or the New York Times. It also means Hustler magazine or an X-rated movie playing in a nice neighborhood. But, a few years back, it was some young boys saying, "Hell no, I won't go." And then it was some hard-ass riding down Main Street saying, "Love it or leave it." And the sad thing about it is, if this freedom don't exist for some of us today, it may not exist for any of us tomorrow. And it's beyond me to understand that how a country founded on the printed word, at its 200th birthday, that people can still be questioning what kind of book that you can read or what kind of movie that you can see. When the government interferes in this, they're interfering with our thought process. No one has a right to do that. And if I have to go to jail to prove my point, I will do just that.